We are back with our normal schedule of weekly regional indie MMA violence from all across the world, bringing you the best highlights from the weekend so you can just sit back and relax. And yet again, we couldn't do this without the help of Caposa, so head over to Twitter and give him a follow at Grabaka_Hitman so you can stay up to date throughout the week. What is up, everyone? It's the Casual, Lawton Vierkant, and this is Caposa's Corner. Kicking us off this week, we are heading to ATF Championship 3 in Uzbekistan for one fight. Here, we have a lightweight matchup between Javokir Kojiboev in the black shorts, and he's up against Daniyor Soybnazarov, who's in the white shorts. So this is one of those fights where I couldn't find anything on the fighters, so I assume this is both fighters' pro debut, and we also don't have audio, but we had to show you this beautiful leg catch into a left hook to send him slamming to the canvas, followed by 2 ground shots, and this fight is over. What a start for this week as Kojiboev lands this great knockout and adds a win to his resume. Moving on, we are going to Blacksmith Fight Championship 3 in Russia for one fight. This is another lightweight fight, and both fighters here are actually making their pro debut, and we have Evgeny Oleinik in the red corner, and he's taking on Berdy Berdiev in the blue corner. We are just 20 seconds into this fight, and we all know I love a good head kick, and for this one, we are blessed with 2. Oh yeah, left kick straight into the 1-2 and then a right kick to lift him off of the canvas. Evgeny gets this fantastic knockout added to his resume as well as claiming his first pro win. Now we're gonna go visit ACA 129 in Russia where we have 3 fights from this card. For the first, we have a bantamweight fight between Volodya Ivazyan sitting at a 10-2 record, and he's up against Karshiga Doutbek who has a 9-3 record. We're nearing the 3-minute mark of round 1 and someone's about to say goodbye to their liver.
Indeed, it's like a bit of
Channeling his inner Boss Rutan, Doutbek sees an opening and lands this huge liver shot, instantly collapsing his opponent, and this fight is over. He gains the win, gets this impressive TKO, and improves his record to 10-3. For our second fight at ACA 129, we have a light heavyweight fight between Asiljan Bakhitjanuli, aka Sak because there's no way I can pronounce that one again, and he has an 11-2 record. And his opponent, Leonardo Silva, has a 17-5 record, and actually competed on Dana White's Contender Series back in 2018. Now, one thing to note real quick, at the end of round 1, Sak absolutely rocks Silva as the bell was sounding, but he does survive to make it to round 2 and decides it's time for a little payback.
Sak going back on his back foot. He got caught, he's out! He's out! Leonardo Silva finishes!
A right hand that takes the life out of Sak, and Silva was nice enough to carry him to the ground, only to hit him with one more right hook to get the stoppage. What a comeback as Silva gets the win and improves his record to 18-5. And for the final fight we have at ACA 129, we have a featherweight bout that sees Bekruz Zukurov sitting at a 15-4 record, and he's taking on Elismar Lima, who has a 23-9-1 record. So here, we are just at halfway through the third and final round, and it is not looking good for Lima.
First time we've seen Lima wobbled. Now Zukurov putting the pressure on. Lima with a knockout.
Psych! Talk about another comeback. Lima was clearly wobbled, but that did not stop him from throwing this 1-2 to absolutely flatline Zukurov and send him down and out to the canvas. What an absolute banger of an ending as Lima gets the 3rd round win and improves his record to 24-9-1. Moving on, we're going to AMC Fight Nights Global, also in Russia, for one fight. Here, we have a featherweight bout between Shakrior Pongiev, sitting at an even 2-2 record, and he's up against Rustam Teyuvashukov, who's undefeated at 3-0. This one is for all the submission lovers out there as we near the halfway point in the first round, and keep an eye on Rustam's hands.
Вполне возможно усядется в маунт. Или есть какое-то другое решение. Да, все.
Все, есть.
That, my friends, if you are unaware like I was before researching this, is the baseball bat choke, or just the baseball choke, which is essentially using your forearms to crush your opponent's trachea just like Rustam does here. A fantastic win by Rustam as he gets the tap and keeps his record crystal clear at 4-0. Up next, we are going to see our friends at Brave CF 54 in Poland for one fight. Here, we have a strawweight matchup with the undefeated Ewelina the Mad Queen Wozniak with a 5-0 record, and she's taking on Samin Kamal Beek, who has a 5-3 record. This fight makes it to the second round, and just 30 seconds in, there's just no liver that's safe this week, it seems.
A little bit of a slip there just from Samin. Oh, it's a big!
A huge liver shot indeed. Ewelina lands this nasty knee directly to the liver, instantly folding Samin in agony. What a great win for Ewelina as she gets this impressive TKO, keeps her record clean now at 6-0, and hopefully can tack on a few more wins just like this one. Now we're gonna go to Future MMA 13 in Brazil for one fight, and that's right, it is time for Caposa's KO of the week. This is a flyweight matchup that sees Ramazanbek Temirov, who has a 7-2 record, and his opponent, Daniel Conceição, has a 4-1 record. It wouldn't be the KO of the week if it didn't happen just 30 seconds into the first round and look like this.
Excelente mão direita! E aí?
Holy hell, an overhand right that couldn't have connected any cleaner to the chin of Daniel, and he is down and out on the canvas. Just a perfect performance from Temirov as he comes into this fight ready to go and pulls off this great knockout in just 30 seconds, securing the win and improving his record to 8-2. Still going, we're heading to Maverick MMA 17 in Pennsylvania for one fight. Here, we have a light heavyweight amateur bout between Kenny Cockerill, who is making his amateur debut, and he's up against Justin Rogers, who only has a 1-0 amateur record. This fight almost ends in round one when Kenny lands this huge right hook, but somehow Justin survives to hear the bell and makes it to round two. Unfortunately, round two doesn't exactly last long, 10 seconds to be exact.
Oh, whoa! Big knockout.
Damn. First of all, let's talk about the power Kenny has in those hooks. That first round hook that almost ended it, and then we have this finishing sequence which sees a right to the left that just sends Justin down and out to the canvas. And sadly, Justin was stretched out of the cage, and I couldn't find an update, but hopefully he didn't suffer any severe damage from this knockout and has a smooth recovery. But a fantastic debut from Kenny as he gets the second round knockout and his first win. For our last fight this week, we are going to none other than LFA 115 in Wisconsin, where we have a light heavyweight title fight that sees T. Cummins showing a clean 4-0 record, and he's up against Josh Silveira, who also has a clean record at 5-0 and happened to be featured on Caposa's corner back in May for his win at LFA 106. Oh, and if you forgot, he's also the son of MMA legend and American Top Team co-founder and head coach Conan Silveira, so he's definitely got some support in his corner. And you might have a hunch on who's gonna win this one, and we are just 45 seconds in, and check it out.
Oh! Kick! Oh! That is how you do it!
Oh yeah, a head kick followed by ground and pound, and you are looking at your new LFA light heavyweight champion of the world. What an absolutely definitive win for Josh as he remains undefeated, claims the belt, and there's just no way the UFC isn't going to be knocking on his door very soon. Another week down, and it is all thanks to Caposa, who, if you aren't by now, you need to be following him on Twitter at Grabaka_Hitman for more content just like this. And you can also support him by going to his Patreon at patreon.com/Caposa. And we have to give a shout out to all of these amazing organizations for constantly hosting these events, and to each and every fighter, winners and losers, and we will see you all on the next video. Peace!